August 1st, 2008. The duct tape's on there. But when he's sparring with Mr. Ashton, it's not on there. Cops must have planted it. Why is he lying about that duct tape? Why? He knows. He knows that he's the only one connected to the duct tape. He knows that he's caught on video by the media, hidden behind the donation jar, that duct tape was his. And you heard Cindy Anthony testify that George was the only one that had a roll of duct tape. And we get back to June 24th. Why is he reporting this gas can missing? Why is this gas can so important to him? The only connection, the only direct link to Kaylee, to her remains, is this duct tape. Yes, you have other items, but the only one that it ultimately connects to is George. If this is their murder weapon, as they claim, they can't hide behind the duct tape. It only connects to him. Casey's in jail she's been in jail for 2 to 3 weeks before that entire roll of duct tape is photographed by the media. Look at these facts. Look at these events. The 24th, he issues a police report and reports him missing. The 15th, she's reported missing. He doesn't say a word about this alleged argument. Remember the argument over the gas cans in the trunk of the car? Here's your fucking gas cans. Well, on the 17th, a detective goes and inspects the shed. He doesn't say anything about that. Hey, by the way, I had this fight with my daughter. She wouldn't let me near the trunk of the car that smells like death. And here are the gas cans. Why don't you take them and fingerprint them? He doesn't say a word about them. It's not until near August 1st that he tells them about it, and they collect it. And they take this photograph. Then the first week of August, he's photographed by the media inadvertently, and all of the duct tape's the same. We're not talking about fantasy forensics anymore. We're talking about cold, hard evidence. Evidence that points to one person, and one person only. And he could get up here and lie all he wants, and dance around the truth, but the truth is the truth, and depending on who's asking the questions, whether it's this laughing guy right here, or whether it's myself.
Objection. Approach the bench.
As I viewed the video, I appear to be smiling behind my hand. That is what I saw in the video. I wasn't laughing. I wasn't nodding. I was doing what I could to make sure that my expression was not seen by the jury. If I exceeded this court's order, I apologize. I was doing my best to make sure that nothing I said or did was seen by the jury. That's my observation of the tape.
Defense?
I have no other comments other than I would not request that Mr. Ashton be held in contempt because of his facial expressions. I think this case has been highly emotional for both sides, and all I really request is that it stop because of the serious nature of what's going on. I also apologize for getting caught up in the moment as well and making those arguments, but I think after 3 years of working with Mr. Ashton, I do not wish that upon him in any way whatsoever, and I as well have my apologies to the court.
Anything anybody else wants to say?
No, sir.
Okay. I will accept that for now. But as I told both sides, if it happens again, the remedy will be exclusion of that attorney from further participation in these proceedings. As I told you at the bench, there are at least 3 attorneys on the state side. I don't know whether Mr. George was going to participate in closing arguments, but it'll be either Ms. Burdick or Mr. George. And it'll be Mr. Mason, Ms. Sims, Ms. Medina, or whoever else y'all have over there, along with some other things that will be quite unpleasant. Enough is enough. Because of the delay, I will instruct the jury in the morning because we still have these final charges to go over. And I take responsibility for that since should have brought you back on Saturday afternoon to make you go over this charge conference. But I took y'all at y'all word that y'all would agree, and 30 minutes would be enough. Anything else? So when we finish closing arguments, then we will stay here to get these charges. I don't think it will take long. They're just about done.